You giving me some indicators?
Oh,
Listen,
woman.
listen.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking for that.
But
What do you mean? I'm telling you the truth.
you're not Egypt now.
If you're a police officer, you might find today's topic emotionally charged, because we'll examine situations when cops have to arrest their friends. Tough predicament, especially since it'll not only test their commitment to their duty and loyalty, but also to their personal relationships.
So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun, it's an issue.
Has nothing to do with you being black.
We could all think of many reasons for impersonating a police officer. For some, maybe it's a lifelong dream to become a cop. Others might want to do it just for the sense of power, but you wouldn't expect someone trying to pose as an officer for something as simple as free food.
Hello, how you doing? Reason I stopped you is your right brake light is out. Who do you work for?
So did you stop me because my right brake light is out?
Yeah,
Or did you stop me to ask me who I work for?
well, I'm asking you both.
DCS.
What?
DCS.
DCS. What's DCS?
You don't know what
Department of
DCS?
Children's Services?
Okay, so if you stop me for my right brake light, then we can address that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is your license then? Do you have your badge on you? Like your ID badge?
I just asked for
Being a police officer.
my ID. See, this is what you're asking me all those questions.
Right,
Saying you stopped me for my right brake light. When I watched you follow me to the gas station.
right.
Right, so which one is it?
So if you're a police officer, you understand what probable cause is, right?
The officer on duty noticed that the person driving the car was wearing both a badge and a gun, but he didn't recognize her as one of his colleagues. As soon as he started asking questions, the woman in the car started getting fussy.
So what's the problem with that?
Your right brake light's out.
My right brake light wasn't out when you followed me out of the gas station.
Yeah, it is. It's out right now.
The car wasn't even on when you followed me out of the
Doesn't
gas
matter. You're driving with a brake light out on the streets, so it's an
station.
equipment
Okay, you
violation.
followed me out of the gas station.
I saw it when you were pulling out.
Alright,
Look, long story short, I just want to know who you work for.
okay. And that's the issue. Why do you want to know who I work for?
Because I've never seen you around here before. You're not a police officer that works here.
You don't know who I am.
That's
You
right.
said you never seen me.
Right. So, are you a police officer or are you not a police officer?
So because a black person walks into a store with a badge and a gun, it's an issue.
That has nothing to do with you being black. That has nothing to do with you being black.
Because you never seen me before?
I don't recognize you.
What they got to do with me and where I work?
Are you a police officer or you're not a police officer?
Not a police officer.
You're not a police officer? So why would you go into Quick Trip and get free food with your badge and gun?
The driver, later identified as Petra Lakeisha Edgerton, insisted that just because she hadn't been seen around, it didn't make her a legit cop. She also claimed to be working for a certain law enforcement division, but couldn't give even the most basic information on that matter.
So you're not a certified police
It's
officer.
not probable cause. It's a personal thing. Because you've never seen me walk in that store. You followed me out the store, got in your car, seen that I had a brake light out, and decided to pull me over for my brake light, which all you're questioning me about is that I wanted to quit you. Did I steal from
Are you
Quick
yeah, if you're not a police
Trip? I
officer.
did not steal from Quick Trip. I went up to the register, spoke to the guy that works there, and told him I had to drink.
So you're presenting yourself as a police officer with your badge and your gun on the side.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do understand that. But my issue with you is you've seen that. You say because you never seen me before.
So who do you work for?
Followed me out of the store.
Who do you work for?
Are you
Who is
willing to go-
DCS?
How long have you been working?
12 years, 13
So
years.
How do you not know who DCS is?
There's, like I said, is it Department of Children's Services? What is it? Explain it to me.
The officer, of course, soon figured out what the whole issue was. The driver had taken the badge and the gun from her friend, the one sitting in the passenger seat, so she could get some free food.
Who is your supervisor?
Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but what does that have to do with my brake light?
What it has to do with is you told me you're a police officer or you're an officer for DCS. I've got DCS on the phone. They say you don't work there. So who's your supervisor? I have one of your employees here, Brandy Green. She was with her friend, Petra Edgerton. They decided that Brandy decided that she was going to give Petra her badge and her gun to go into Quick Trip and get some food. So I pulled them over for a broken tail light. Petra was driving. She had the badge on and the gun on. When I pulled them over, she identified herself as a DCS officer and then later admitted to not being a DCS officer. And your employee, Brandy Green, admitted to giving her the gun and the badge to go into Quick Trip to get the free food.
Petra was arrested and charged with impersonating an officer. As for her friend Brandy Green, she was suspended from her job at the Department of Community Supervision and later resigned. It's probably one of the saddest days for any cop. You know, the one where they find out they have to investigate one of their colleagues. That's what happened to this next officer from the Gallup Police Department. As soon as she began recording with her body cam, she let out an audible sigh.
A lot of people that care about you, Neil.
Oh, you. You don't care.
Your mom cares.
My mom don't care either.
What about Natalie?
Natalie don't care. You don't care. Don't say that.
The ambulance is here.
They weren't just acquaintances. As you can see, they were on a first-name basis. Sadly, the drunk driver, later identified as Sergeant Neil Yazzie, seemed to be going through some difficult times, and he didn't seem to care less about the law.
Yeah, I was coming up right here, and here he fell off his bike right here.
Are you gonna talk to us? Are you okay? Are you hurting anywhere? Huh?
Let me go.
We're the ambulance.
I know you are.
Do you want us to take care of you? Are you hurting anywhere?
No.
No? Do you want medical attention?
No.
All right. You just laid it down?
He actually fell off, and then he tried to pick it back up.
I didn't fell off.
Okay. All right. He didn't want us to touch him. We don't touch him.
Okay. He doesn't want to. He refused medical.
Okay. I had to call Metro from here.
Another cop was dispatched to the location. Only this time, it was a New Mexico State police officer who was requested to take over the investigation. It's not like it wasn't perfectly visible that the suspect was drunk, but they still needed to follow procedure.
Hey, Gallup's popping tonight. I guess they have an off-duty sergeant for GPD. They pulled him over in possible 47 on a motorcycle, and they wanted one of our units to go out and do the FSTs.
Okay, Gallup picked up who? One of their guys? Picked up one of their guys?
Yeah, they picked up one of their off-duty sergeants.
Then that's when they told you were coming out.
Okay, so you guys didn't perform any fields?
No. I
fields.
asked him originally, you willing to do fields? He's like, no.
Okay.
And then that's when he just stood up and he's like, just take me in. But I just never put cuffs on him. We just had him sit on the curb here. Then he asked us, can I sit on the wall? I said, yeah, go for it. Go sit on the wall. You know, we never put cuffs on him, never told him anything. We do have a body camera rolling the whole time, so.
Okay.
I said, I don't have no one cares about me. Actually, here's his ID, driver's license. And then he gave me these.
The suspect even took off his wedding ring and handed it over to one of the officers that was nearby. He was convinced nobody cared about him, so there was no reason for his colleagues to act nice anymore.
You been consuming any alcohol, sir?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yes? How much?
2 beers.
2 beers?
Mm.
What type of beer, sir?
La Cumbre.
Excuse me?
La Cumbre.
La Cumbre?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where do you drink those at? Keep your hands in the pocket from.
49er.
49ers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long ago?
45 minutes ago.
45 minutes ago? Just 2 beers? Because I can smell a strong odor of alcohol from your breath. Just 2? Okay. So I'm gonna submit you to a standardized field sobriety test, okay?
I'm already drunk, bro.
You already drunk?
Yeah.
Okay. I still have to do fields, alright? Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Come over here with me.
Field sobriety tests needed to be performed on site. You can imagine how they might have gone, since the suspect couldn't even stand up straight. But alas, they still needed to be done. He seemed to agree to the test at first, but he would soon change his mind.
Excuse me?
I refuse.
You're refusing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to perform fields? You okay?
No.
Okay, sir, go ahead and turn around. Okay, come with me.
Look at my phone on my left pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna pat you down. I just want to pat you down in front of my camera.
Watch how the officer struggles to perform the body search. Not because the man was resisting in any way, but because he could barely stand up. So the officer had to both pat him down and support him.
Okay, stand right here. Spread your feet apart.
Move it to the right.
Huh?
Let me move to the right so you can get it.
You're fine. Just don't move. You're fine. Don't move. I don't need you to move, right? You gonna look at me? Open your mouth. Stung your tongue out.
440.
Stung your tongue out, sir. Sir.
Hey, I got
you listen to me?
for the tractor and the driver.
Okay, look at me.
Here.
I just need to make sure you don't have nothing on your mouth, sir. That's it. Good. Thank you.
Getting him inside the police vehicle wasn't that difficult, but strapping him in with the seatbelt, well, that was a whole other story. By the looks of it, our drunken subject was probably feeling pretty sick at that point, so all those head movements couldn't have been fun.
What's that?
I f***ed up.
How come?
Doing my deal. I f***ed up. So,
Okay, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something important, okay?
yeah.
You are under arrest for DWI. The New Mexican Compliant Consent Acts require you to submit to a blood test.
Pull on my glasses.
Pull up. After you take your test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test.
I don't want to get it.
If you choose to take an additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse, or laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid by the law enforcement agency.
Can you put
Did you agree to take her test, sir?
Yes. Can you
Okay. What's that?
Can you put them in front of me?
No, sir, I cannot do that.
Here's where the initial officer recounts meeting her colleague on the side of the road and first interacting with him. She also confirms that there had been no accident and that the suspect simply fell off his motorbike before being questioned by the police.
Let me get back with Captain. You want to come out here and take everything out, make sure everything's...
He was staggering. She had to catch him like more than once because he almost fell over.
I didn't even know it was him. I just saw, I drove in. Well, we're looking for a 203 or 204, and I drove around the back, and I saw Sharon Tolino, and I drove in right here, and I saw this bike. The guy gets on, and then the light flashed on my eye, and I just looked at it in the rearview mirror, and it was going like this. So I drove it. I seen it drive out, and then I turned around, then I followed it, and then it turned onto Navajo real quick, and then I kind of sped up, and then I turned up, and then it came down on Hill. So by the time I got to Navajo and Hill, I saw the light right here, so I turned. Yeah, he turned, and then I came up, and then I turned right here, and then I saw him stop, and then he just it stopped, and he actually just went off, and then he fell off, and then he got back up, went around, and he was trying to pick it up.
Fell off, huh?
So he didn't actually crash, but he fell off the bike because he stopped it.
All right.
You can hear by the tone of their voices that these officers are doing their best to be gentle with their colleague in his delicate state. Back at the station, the suspect had to submit to other sobriety tests.
Did you agree to be tested? No. Okay. I cannot force you to take your test, but if you refuse, you will lose your New Mexico driver license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court of driving while under the influence, you might also receive a greater sentence because you refuse to be tested. Do you understand? Your right to speak with an attorney or remain silent does not apply to the requirement of New Mexico law that you take a breath test. Are you refusing, sir? Because this is your last opportunity. Sir?
Don't worry. I'll spare you the endless footage of the suspect being quiet. He refused any further sobriety test. Sergeant Neil Yazzie was eventually charged with driving while intoxicated. As for his job, Neil was placed under administrative leave while his case remains open. Another officer from the Gainesville Police Department probably made the most heartbreaking arrest of her career on January 1st back in 2021. Let's just say detaining one of her supervisors wouldn't have been her preferred way of entering the new year.
So,
Yeah, reached out for my lighter, slammed.
Cool.
No, not really.
Not really. You didn't want to do an information
So he
exchange?
does. Now I found it.
Okay. Well, okay.
You know, it's just information exchange. Now I found it.
Alright. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Your airbag went off. Your car's
No, absolutely. Which I just finally got
That sucks. At least Neil's off. He can come give you a ride. Do you want me to let him know you found the insurance?
Same thing.
Well, maybe you should not do that then.
The officer went on to talk with the other driver involved in the crash, after sorting things out with Corporal Bertie Bertzik, one of her colleagues. He was calm and compliant, so at least he didn't try to make her job any more difficult that night.
So, he mentioned you guys had talked about exchanging information, but he hadn't had his insurance pulled up. We have a couple options with this. It's really cut and dry, so if you want to just go through insurance, you can. If you want a full-fledged report, we can do that. However you want to go about it.
How long will the report going to take? A long time?
It usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes for me to get the driver's exchange done.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get your driver's license and if you have your registration as well? And are you the registered owner of the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Did you have any passengers? Okay. Is he still here?
Yeah, he right.
Okay, cool. Is the guy with the hat on?
Yes, ma'am. This right here.
Yes, sir.
This right here.
Yeah.
License.
All right. And you have insurance on the vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You can see my insurance card.
It should auto-populate. If it doesn't, I'll come get it from you, okay?
After getting the documents and getting the necessary paperwork prepared, the officer wanted to confirm with one of her superiors what her next step should be. It's not that common to stumble upon one of your peers having trouble in traffic.
All right, Bertie, he wants the report. You got your driver's license?
Absolutely.
I'm guessing the car's registered to you?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you. You know I don't need that. Should hypothetically auto-populate. Give me a second because I'm going to call Priester and see if he needs me to do anything special since it's one of us.
Yep.
So. Give me a minute. Sorry, Bertie. Hey, this crash, Bertie, so come work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so. No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. But I just didn't want there to be any, like, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just want to make sure. Alright, bye.
The passengers in the car that got hit did not have any obvious injuries, but the officers still needed to make sure that they were fully aware of their rights. Passengers do have a certain amount of time to report injuries if they start feeling ill after a crash.
Hello. I just here to give you your license back. Thank you, sir. Are you on the phone with the insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what they're asking for is this number right here. That's the report number. And then they're probably going to ask you all of this information. This is all of his vehicle information, insurance, owner, driver information, and then all of your information as well.
Okay.
Just so you know, state of Florida has a 14-day window in which to report injury. You don't usually feel it the first night, but if you wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh gosh, it hurts,
Yeah.
let your insurance company know and they'll set up a doctor's appointment for you, okay?
Alright.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, sir?
I don't know. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I knew y'all.
they're pretty straightforward. If you do have any questions, my name is on the bottom of the page. You can call us, reference that case number, and I'll answer any questions you might have, okay?
Alright.
All right.
That's it. Appreciate it.
All right. I hope you have a better night.
I tried to. I'm trying to. Okay.
Yeah, rough way to bringing in the new year with a bang.
Here's where the difficult part began. The officer had to let her supervisor know she was officially having him detained because of the way he was behaving. He clearly had issues with his speech and balance.
Are they still in it or no?
Yeah, he's still in it.
Is he really?
So, Birdie, you giving me some indicators?
Oh.
Listen.
It's a woman.
Listen. Valdez is coming out just to... I'm not going to lie to you about it.
She's on her way?
Yeah, she's on her way.
76
Because I'm not really comfortable with this whole thing at all. But I'm not going to lie to you about it.
Oh, no. I don't mean to put you in that, Indy. Yep.
Yeah. So, from now on, you know how it goes. You can't consume anything, okay? Because right now, you're being detained.
Wait, what?
I'm holding on to you because I have a supervisor coming to see if I need to do a full-fledged DUI investigation or not.
Still, you have to notice how this isn't your normal officer-suspect conversation. While the on-duty cop is doing her best to follow procedure, she can't help but let her colleague know she feels uncomfortable, but also very sorry.
So please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on
Fair enough.
because integrity.
Now, if any regular drunk suspect would have taken a few steps away from the vehicle like that, he would have probably gotten arrested immediately. However, I guess you have to remember that as drunk as he was, the suspect, of course, knew there'd be consequences if he tried to flee.
I'm not going to say anything.
It's up there. I don't give a
I mean about this.
I'm not drunk. I'm pissed and I'm tired. Me. She did it. I don't give a what the man. Whatever. Divorce is divorce. I don't give a
The investigating officer did her best to comfort the suspect, but she was still an on-duty cop, body cam on and all. As they began the field sobriety tests, the suspect seemed to have some complaints about the surface he was asked to walk on.
With your right heel touching your left toe, keeping your hands at your side, like so.
Leaning. Just leaning.
Okay. I'm trying to find the most flat spot.
I'm trying.
All right.
But I mean, it's leaning. But
Here, let's do it this way.
I'm good.
Go ahead and stand here. We'll do it this way. You're going to stand like this until I advise you to do otherwise. Do not start until I tell you to.
Let's be honest, she didn't need those tests to tell that the suspect was drunk. You can only imagine how humiliating this must have been for both of them.
Do you understand the instructions? You may begin the test.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you want to finish?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Birdie. Please don't walk away. I really don't want.
By the end of it all, the suspect and the on-duty cop even hugged it out. Corporal Birdie confessed to being sorry about his behavior and regretted having put his colleague into such a difficult position.
Listen, if you blow and you're good, then we're golden.
Yeah.
You know I can't do that.
I can't demonstrate evidence. Literally.
I know, but you also have nystagmus.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm not saying I haven't been.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna. I mean, you're doing what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot different when they ask you in an interview saying, hey, you know, what would you do if this happened to...
I know. You're kidding. Believe me, so proud. And so sorry. All at the same time.
You're gonna make me cry.
The suspect, Scott Bertzik, was later charged with driving under the influence and property damage. He was also sued by the driver whose car he hit and its passenger, but a settlement was reached in that case. As for his profession as a police officer, he was suspended and placed on a 1-year-long probation period. What about an officer that gets arrested on duty? Don't be fooled by his calm and collected demeanor. Once you find out what he's being handcuffed for, your jaw will drop to the floor.
Sir, can I have you do me a favor? Set your paperwork on the tailgate right there. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back for me. Go ahead and relax your legs. Okay. I want to get you into this vehicle quickly. Okay. But I don't want you to take anything you don't need to have. Alright. I need to double off these for you. Too tight on you? No. Okay, go ahead and walk me this way. Real second. Go ahead and have a seat real fast. We have you out of the light, okay?
Cool. I appreciate it.
You got it.
So why the arrest? It seems that Detective Robert Strand had some incriminating videos on his phone. The Attorney General's office discovered some disturbing evidence on his device, so a warrant was issued for him.
I just want him in the car quickly because I don't want to make a big scene here. When I get him over there, I'll get him into a place where when I transfer the wheel, we'll search him better. Okay. But I just don't want this out for you guys. Okay? Okay. All right. We're going to get out of the way. Okay. Okay, Robert, I'm going to let Special Agent Owen Pena tell you why you're being placed under arrest at this time.
You're being placed under arrest where we'll be getting an arrest warrant for you, sworn out today for possession of child pornography. Or possession of sexual exploitation of a child, of children, possession statute.
Okay, the biggest thing for me is I do this for everybody. I don't want a big scene made about anything. So I'm going to be as discreet as possible. Cooperate with me, we'll be fine. Listen. Let's get this portion done and do what we got to do.
If you ask me, the officer that got to arrest him acted a bit too submissive. He kept asking if the suspect was comfortable and took all the measures he could to protect his privacy. I'd venture to say that he wouldn't have done that for just anyone.
Parked us right in the sun too, didn't he? It's alright. Okay, so I didn't search you.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to do it now. Wait till Rio gets here. I'm going to advise them, and then we're going to do a search. I just didn't want you there.
Okay.
I don't like to do that with anyone. I like to get them out of the limelight. Over here, I think we'll be okay. Do you have anything on you that you need to leave here? I don't think so.
I know you had a holster for mags or whatever.
I got the holsters. Yeah, you can take them off.
Well, no. I mean, they're covered. I don't care. So. All right, sir. Go ahead and give me the name.
It's gonna be Sherry.
Sherry
Strand. Strand.
Okay. Residence?
Yes.
Is there anything that she needs to know other than just take the dogs?
Just take the dogs.
Okay, as soon as they're completed the residence with the search warrant, I'll let her know and we'll get that handled for you.
The suspect then tried to find out some information on his case. Mind you, at the time of his arrest, he had no idea what was coming. More specifically, he was interested in where exactly that disgusting evidence was found on his phone.
So, I know you probably can't tell me what went on why. Was it, did you ever tell me if it was in the deleted section?
Sir, I don't, I'm not that guy.
Oh, okay.
So
I know there was nothing.
Yeah, I don't deal with the forensics. I'm unaware of how that operates. Right. I mean, I have a very, very small IQ when it comes to that, but I'm sure that Special Agent Pena will be able to answer some questions for you, absolutely.
Okay.
I wish I did, but I do not.
No, you're fine.
If you get too hot, let me know and I'll move over and open that door so you get at least this kind of shade. You're fine.
The suspect didn't stop there with the unnecessary questions. He pointed out to the arresting officer that a certain member of their police department knew him very well, and he would probably prefer this man would conduct the investigation.
So what happens from there?
They'll go ahead and finish processing all the scenes.
Okay.
We're going to turn you over to Rio Rancho Police Department for transport and detention.
Okay.
And
is it going to be this jail here or Santa Fe? Do you know?
Sir, I don't.
Okay,
I'm unaware of how. Yeah, I'm unaware of how Rio Rancho deals with these types of detentions. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure we'll advise them of who you are,
okay.
And so that'll be taken into consideration, of course.
I really wish you guys would take me to jail because Leo knows me just as well. That's what's the baddest.
We've made it a policy we utilize New Mexico State Police or local jurisdictional officers to transport for us. So that's kind of how we run the process.
This wasn't the first charge against Detective Strand, Reports indicate he'd also been charged with 2 DUI cases, dating back as far as 2006. Following this arrest, though, he was definitely placed on administrative leave. Those body cams can turn out to be pretty pesky tools, even for some police officers. While most see them as useful, as they can offer proof of their thorough investigations, when it comes to this next suspect, an Oklahoma City police captain, well, he tried multiple times to have such a camera turned off.
Stay in your vehicle. Get back in your car. Drunk?
No, Captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. 116 Show Me 106 on Henry Lincoln Edward 497. Have a seat.
I will. I'm not.
You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
The suspect was identified as James Matt French. As you might have figured by now, it was not his own body cam that he was trying to shut down. The investigating officer, however, wasn't having it.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Because you were swerving all over me when you turned on here. You didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
How much did you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor? How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
3 or 4? How long ago was that?
It's been going on a while.
How long ago did you drink your last beer, sir?
What time is it now?
It's 0140.
Midnight.
The suspect's excuse for driving under the influence is laughable. He claimed that he only had to travel a short distance to get to his house. It doesn't matter how far you have to drive, sir. It doesn't justify getting behind the wheel drunk.
You think you should drive it?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Your mom lives here.
I live here.
You live here?
Yes.
Come over to the rear of your vehicle.
Okay.
You got any weapons or anything on you?
I do not, sir.
Just turn around, I'm going to pat you down real quick.
Go ahead. Do what you need to do. I promise you I'm not a problem.
Okay.
Can I shut my door?
I'll shut it for you. Just hang out there at the rear of your Chevy. What investigations are you with?
Homicide and assault.
Yeah, over there.
Yes, sir.
You know Lieutenant Britton?
Then there shouldn't be any discussion
Yeah.
as to whether it should be available to...
He's a good man. I like him.
He is. He works for Jermaine.
Jermaine Johnson?
Yes.
Jermaine's a good man, too.
He is.
Hang out right there, sir.
It was time for some field sobriety tests. Problem was, the suspect wasn't going to perform them, but he wasn't going to explicitly refuse either. He insisted, though, that the investigating officer turn his camera off.
You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body camera.
I do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
Well, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
You
done.
can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm asking you. I'm a captain on this police department.
I understand that, sir.
I get
and I am a sergeant on this police officer, and I've taken an oath to uphold the law. I don't show favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the President of the United States.
Sir, I'm not asking you for that.
By that point, the cop lost his cool, and for good reason. The suspect was requesting to be treated differently just because he was a fellow officer. If anything, his being a cop only made his situation even more embarrassing.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking you for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
Sergeant Skinner, please.
Are you going to do the test or not, sir?
I will. I will do whatever you ask.
Okay, once we complete the test, I'll turn off my body camera once I'm done with my investigation.
Okay.
You want to try that again?
I will.
All right, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, please. Please. I'm asking you.
I can't do that.
Okay.
So we're not going to do the test?
We will.
Okay, because we keep stopping. Okay, let's try another test then.
Who is this?
One of my partners.
Who is it?
Not sure. Can't tell with the lights on.
The suspect also had the audacity to be just a tad bit annoyed by the fact that another officer arrived at the scene. What followed was a second attempt at performing a field sobriety test.
You're familiar with the walk and turn?
I am.
Can you do that for me, sir?
You want left foot in front of the right?
Okay. Attempt to hold that position while I demonstrate for you. You're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, counting out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll say that's 9. On your 9th step, without lifting your lead foot, you're going to pivot like so. And then you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, counting each step out loud, back the way you came until you get to 9. Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French?
Ready for his performance? Because yeah, he finally decided it was time to walk the walk and stop the talk. Trust me, this is too funny. And if you were wondering, he still wanted the camera turned off.
Alright, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
Can we turn the camera off now?
Yeah, we'll turn the camera off now.
Thank you.
Mr. French was charged with a DUI and transported to a local detention center. He was later released on bond and placed on administrative leave from his work. Hey, Mr. French, if it's just a couple of blocks away, next time, consider walking, will ya? This next officer just couldn't seem to get out of his cop mindset, even when he was off duty. Deputy Michael Barreco of the Albuquerque Police Department allegedly pointed his firearm at 2 innocent people near a Circle K gas station. Here's what the victims had to say.
Okay, thank you. Hi, sir. So over here at Circle K, we're leaving Circle K and we're out there opening your candy, getting ready to leave. And this guy, he's on a PA system and just lights on and says, "Get out of here! Get out of here! Take your business out, sir." And we know what he's talking about. So then I just said, "Excuse me." I started walking like this, and he pulls his gun out on me. He says, "Get back! Get back!" I said, "Why?" He goes, "This is the sheriff's office." I said, "Whatever, dude." So he started walking, and he kept pointing the gun like this to us. He said, "Well, I'm gonna take your soul. I'm gonna take your soul from you right now." I'm tying in this guy.
Jeez, I'm gonna take your soul? What kind of madness is this? The rogue officer was soon identified in a nearby parking lot based on his vehicle's description. The cops who investigated tried to give this man the benefit of the doubt, probably a bit too much.
Hello, sir. My name is Officer Weathers, APD. Are you security here? No, I'm just trying to. You're just chilling? So the reason why I'm talking to you is we got a call for service about a silver Dodge, a gentleman pointing a gun at somebody else saying he's going to take a soul and doing all that. Do you mind just stepping out for me real quick so I can complete my investigation? Because this is the truck that they named. And then you're sitting inside of it. I understand that. You saw me walk around the corner. I was just trying to do my investigation, okay? Okay, just go ahead and step on that for me. Do you have a gun or anything? No? Okay. Go ahead.
So right now we have no federal charges. We don't have no charges.
Okay, 10-4. Did you have your ID with you? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yep. I really just got here now. So you don't have a gun or anything? I saw the vest in there. Yeah, I got a vest, man. But no gun?
One of the investigating officers tried to reassure Barreco that this was just a matter of following procedures. And by all means, he should have known that too. The suspect, however, knew that he'd done something wrong, hence the fidgeting.
Is everything all right? Yeah, like I said... just got here. No, I know. So like I said, we got a call. Someone was pointing guns. This is the vehicle they gave.
No,
that's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I literally just got here.
I'm trying to figure out a description for the male that did this.
No, I get it, brother.
So once they give me that, we'll continue going. If they give me the description that matches you, what we'll do is we'll do a field ID of the person. That's what that's called. Is whoever our caller is will come do all that stuff and either say that's him or that's not him. Okay.
The suspect insisted that their interaction was awkward, probably hinting at the fact that he thought it to be unnecessary. All the officers could do at this point was drag things along until they received further instructions.
Super awkward.
Yeah, like we're just waiting for the description of the guy or whatever they're doing over there. So,
what's that?
We're just waiting to whatever the other officer's doing over there with our caller. So, I don't know if he's doing a field ID or whatever. So. Sure. Yeah, I'm okay. You off today?
What's up?
What are your normal days you working?
Just Monday through Friday.
When it's you guys are on 5/8?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't mind the 12s. Like the extra fourth day for like my weekend is nice, but
yeah,
12 sucks sometimes.
No, I get it.
So what could they do? After they chat about their schedules, they even had a small conversation about football and their favorite teams. I wonder if they would have done that for just any other regular suspect.
You a football guy?
What's up?
You a football guy?
What do you mean?
Like you watch football, NFL and stuff? Who's your team?
Niners guy.
Niners? Oh, nice.
Yep. Barely made it out last week. Green Bay.
Yeah, well, Green Bay got hot at the right time. I think their team was just a little too young.
Yeah, it's just super awkward.
I know. Awkward moments. I just don't know what the hell they're doing over there.
What's that?
I said, I just don't know what they're doing over there.
I guess the cops couldn't drag things along any longer, so they had to place Borrecco in handcuffs. He was compliant, probably thinking that the nicer he acted, the sooner his colleagues would let him off the hook.
This is Michael.
Michael?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Michael. So, just to let you know, bro, right now, you're going to be detained until further notice, just pending investigation, okay? So we do have to place you in handcuffs for now, okay? Just until we can start some more investigation on what's going on, okay?
Like I said, I told you what we got called here for, and I hate doing double cuffs sometimes. There we go.
Let me sit you down over here in my car, bro.
I haven't patted him down or nothing.
Just a brief glance in his car confirmed the suspect was lying. Through the window, officers could see that he had a gun, despite his insistence that there wasn't one in his possession. Borrecco's vehicle was sealed and taken in as evidence.
Yes, right now, for what they're saying. So, could possibly impersonating an officer if he's not
actually
an SO.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Okay. Is Sarge here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like, there's a vest in this thing. I was asking him, I was like, oh, you got all this stuff in there? And he kept saying no, but I didn't go in the vehicle to see the vest or anything like that. So, all right. Yeah, it's a vest. It says sheriff right there. He's got a taser, rifle mags. Here's his pistol. He told me he didn't have a gun. Here's his radio. I don't see.
Damn, he might be a 34.
He might be a legit 34. But I don't see a PA system.
Back at the gas station, other officers were looking at the security footage. Funny enough, even the gas station employee had his own theory as to why this man decided to use his firearm after work.
He saw me, he's probably getting high. He said, guys, get it out.
Yeah. A little bit further back.
Further back?
Yeah, when he approaches the vehicle. Right there. That'll be good.
Because they left right after they had words. So I think it was just him doing his job, even though he was off duty, as a positive interaction, cleaning up the sidewalk, in my opinion.
He doesn't seem to be much in a hurry.
He is going to.
No.
And you can, if he'll play, you can see right. I can go further. I said left, and I don't think they called. Somebody else must have called because you could, in his windshield you can see police lights coming up very soon. So dispatch probably called earlier.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
We'll be back. Thanks, sir.
The person who seemed to be the suspect's superior came to the location as well. He requested a bunch of information, but didn't want to let out any details himself. Since the investigation wasn't complete, you can imagine this person was trying to protect the reputation of his department.
You guys, I assume since the crime was involved with the firearm, you guys are taking that for evidence, or? So right now, my sergeant's talking to one of the callers or victims. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, the vehicle got sealed and towed to our crime lab, so everything right now is still inside the vehicle. Did he have the firearm on him? No, when he stepped out of the vehicle, he didn't have it on him when he stepped out. And what about the badge? Anything like that? I didn't pat him down. That officer did there. I didn't see him pull anything out of his pockets. It didn't look like he had his badge on or anything like that. But I can tell you, in the passenger seat, I saw a vest that said sheriff, had his taser, like rifle mags, saw the radio in the cup holder, and then whatever pistol handgun was on the seat as well. Okay. Not in a holster or anything like that.
After the vehicle was searched, investigators found multiple bottles of alcohol, confirming the suspect was also driving while drunk. However, he was only charged with aggravated assault and negligent use of a deadly weapon. Deputy Barreco eventually turned himself in. Did these two guys used to play cops and robbers as kids? Sure looks like it. Only this time, things got a bit more serious. As an officer was headed to another location, he noticed a particular person driving a red Chevy pickup truck. See for yourself why he decided to stop at once.
Buck. What? You know you ain't got.
Damn, Michael.
You know you ain't got a driver's license.
Don't do this, please.
I got to.
Man, goddamn, Michael. Please.
I got to.
No, listen to me.
No.
Please, just listen to
Sheriff
me.
sent me.
The sheriff?
Sheriff, captain. I mean, they've seen you driving. We got to get you.
Listen, son. I'm telling you. I'm just trying to tell you something. Listen. If you listen to me. The person that was driving this truck just jumped that over there on goddamn Lake Morality, and goddamn, I had no other way to get it here, buddy. I swear to God, I'm not going to drive it no more. I promise you.
No, I got to.
God damn, Michael, please.
31 to 28. You 51 this way?
That's crazy, bro. I just passed it.
You just passed him?
Yeah, on
And he didn't
67.
turn around?
No, he didn't. I swear to God, he didn't. Michael, I just swear to God, if you listen to me, bro, I swear to God.
I'm about to right now, Sheriff. He's stating someone jumped out behind the wheel.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my truck home. That's it.
The suspect, Buck Preston, insisted that he simply had to move the truck out of the way for safety. You can see these two are pretty familiar with each other, and the officer wasn't having it. He knew exactly who he was dealing with here.
You can get a driver's license in the state of Florida, dude. That's how bad it is.
No, I can, too. I
You're
get a hardship.
multi-felony?
No, listen to me. I get a hardship, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You got an ID card?
No, I don't. Listen,
You got anything?
No, they jumped out of me, and I had to get the some bitch was in the middle of the road, bro.
Michael, I'm in route.
Swear to God, listen, I had to get it out of the road, bro. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Leaving the road waiting for traffic to hit?
Let Kevin or someone with a license pull it off.
Nobody, he hasn't got one. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Michael. I wouldn't, listen to me, I never would.
When'd y'all get these oysters? These ain't illegal, are they?
I have nothing to do with that, bro. Listen to me. Me and my dog went and cast net, and I got some other right here. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I could not leave that truck in the middle of the road.
Now you'd think Buck would keep his cool and move towards the police vehicle nicely. Well, not really. Not only did Buck decide to complicate things even more for his on-duty friend, but he also earned himself another charge.
Let's go, Buck. Buck, I'm not playing this game. Buck,
what do you mean? I'm telling you the truth.
Everybody jumped out. God damn it! I picked on your wrong foot. Over driving? Dog, you could have just gone and got.
Man, I'm trying to tell you something.
Ain't nobody jumped out, Buck.
Yes, they did. Kevin, did they not?
Stay out of this, Kevin.
Did they not?
Kevin, back off.
Kevin, you stay out of this.
Did they not jump out?
Back off, Kevin.
I had to get the truck out of the road. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. God damn, dude.
I'm trying to get respect when you gonna walk from me like that.
Damn,
get up.
I can't. God damn. I'm trying to.
There's another charge.
Another charge of what?
Resisting.
If running and resisting arrest wasn't enough, Buck also started taking his anger out on the police vehicle. Thankfully, the officer regained his calm and wasn't going to be intimidated by the suspect.
Don't hit your head, bro.
I'm trying to tell you something. I can't breathe, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, I'll turn up the AC, but we gotta go.
Listen.
We gotta go. You just did that. We ain't talking to Captain Seagrave. He keeps hitting my window. Brad said he ain't talking to you. Don't bust my window. Don't bust my window. Don't bust my window.
I'm telling you, Michael.
If you bust my window, it's gonna be worse.
Beat me up?
No, but I'm gonna stop you from. Ooh. Stop.
I'm asking you to talk to Brad for just a goddamn minute.
Buck said he's not talking. I mean, he said he's not talking.
One time, please.
I just did. I'm not arguing with you, Buck.
Here's where you can tell that these two really knew each other and were truly friends, not just simple acquaintances. I mean, they even knew each other's mothers. I guess that must happen in a lot of small communities.
Son, I don't talk to you about your mom in this. Just leave my family out of this, dog.
All I'm saying is this. Would she be proud of you for sticking that taser to me when I was at home? I mean, like, I was not even resisting when you done that.
You were resisting.
Fuck out. What? You had me.
Yeah, that's why we had each other in headlocks. Whatever.
Wow.
You can ask it. You can report it and say I've used too much force if you want.
No, that ain't nothing to do with it.
It won't bother me.
Cussing at me, she's gonna be real proud of that, ain't she?
Oh yeah.
That's a real Christian thing to do, wasn't it? Huh?
Look, Buck.
Yeah.
Stop bringing my mom into it.
The suspect was charged with 2 felonies, driving on a suspended license and resisting arrest. He was sentenced to 3 months and 16 days in jail and also got a 3-year probation period. I guess this cop should be more selective when it comes to his friends. We don't often think about the immense pressures and difficult choices police officers face each day, especially in small communities. Perhaps that's why they sometimes look like they're offering preferential treatment. Let us know what you think down below in the comments section. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos.